Well, hello there. I am Kevin John, and welcome to the longest-running soap opera in the NBA, also known as the Sacramento Kings. You know, last month when they abruptly fired Mike Brown, you figured things couldn't get much worse for the organization, but they proved a lot of us wrong, including myself, when interim head coach Doug Christie went on a 7-game winning streak. And right when you feel the Kings are right back on the right track, boy, do they pull the rug right from underneath you. That's right. Many of us were enjoying our morning until news broke that the Sacramento Kings have opened up talks for a potential De'Aaron Fox trade ahead of the trade deadline, which is just over 2 weeks away. Now, for many of us here in Sacramento, this wasn't necessarily a huge shock. Some signs have pointed to this all along. I'll get to that in a second. But according to ESPN, Fox has a target destination in mind, which is believed to be the San Antonio Spurs. But there will be plenty of suitors out there for the all-star point guard who has played his whole career in Sacramento since being drafted back in 2017. So how did we get to this point? Well, I'm glad you guys have asked. The uncertainty about Fox remaining with the franchise started last summer when he opted not to sign a contract extension with the Kings. Now, keep in mind, here's some context. A major incentive for him not signing is that he'd be eligible for a Supermax deal. Shall he be named to an All-NBA team? So he was betting on himself. Then in mid-December, he goes on Draymond Green's podcast and says he wants to play for a team that wins and ultimately for a winning organization. Keep in mind, at that time, the Kings were under 500. Then, of course, on December 26th, the Kings lost to the Detroit Pistons in the worst way. After the game, Fox was dismissive with reporters. And the following day, Mike Brown was fired. And then, of course, today, the Kings opened the trade talks with him. So I don't know where De'Aaron Fox is going to end up, but it's not looking good for the Kings.
All right, everyone stay